Hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Mug. Happy Blues Day Tuesday out there to all my friends and family. You guys are my family, We do this every Tuesday. Again, it's like you walk into your favorite cafe, coffee shop. You come on and you sit down at a big old table, and all we do is flap our gums about pop culture, physical media, and all that good stuff. So, I got mine this morning. I'm sporting the old Jason Voorhees mug. I love this mug. It's got the machete for a handle. So good. But what's your drink, man? What's your snack? Let me know while we roll that intro. Welcome to the Morning Mug. Oh, let's go. Hey, my friends, welcome back to the Morning Mug. Now, let's chat. Cheers, everybody. Come on in, have a seat, because it is time for the Morning Mug. Welcome, welcome. Hit that thing, Bob. There you go. Get the ticker going. Oh man, how y'all doing out there, man? I'm doing good. Had a good weekend. Did my taxes over the weekend. Ugh, it's never fun. Took 7 hours. So yeah, it always takes a long time. We always do our own taxes because I want to get the most money back. We got a good refund, so it was worth the 7 hours. I'll say that. But oh man, it's going to be a whole different deal though when the little rascal goes off to college next year. So I don't know if we'll have to hire somebody at that point, but that's what's going on, y'all. What y'all up to? What y'all have for breakfast? What y'all drinking? What's going on? I mean, half of you guys it's dinner time for you, so. Let's go say hello. I hear the ding-a-ling. There's the door. Come on in. There he is. Collector Movie Man. Always walking in. It's like, do you work here? I feel like you have a key that gets you in early. And tonight is part 2 of showing off my physical media live stream 7:30. Yeah. Were you able to check out my first part of showing off my DVDs? Tonight is my Blu-rays. Ooh, I'm going to check out the Blu-rays, man. I did see what you were watching for your 52-week movie challenge. We got that coming up today. We're going to talk about my I'm trying to keep a log as a segment during my show where we show off the 52-week movie challenge choice of the week. So we'll get to that. I watched Amadeus last night. Oh yeah, you saw it on my intro there. Amadeus made the stand. Picture quality is good. 4K remastering, but the sound when they're talking is so difficult to hear. Oh, that's bad mouth mixing. Look, I hate that too. Like when you have to keep upper and lowering your volume, like when you're watching a movie because there's not a good balance. There's nothing more annoying than that. Like, cause you'll raise it for the dialogue and then you'll forget. And then before you know it, like action scene shows up and wife's telling you, turn that down. It's so loud. I'm like, I know. Sorry. Hey, I want to ask did you see what I'm going to order? I want to get my tax money back, but I'm planning to order. You go order a t-shirt from the cafe. That's delightful, man. Thank you. Well, that's super cool. I hope you enjoy it. Wait for it. Let's see. There's always sales. I know Valentine's coming on. There's usually like a 20% off or something like that. So if you want, look for sales. I never know when they do, because they do that. Like I don't set those. It's just the shops do it, to get people to shop during those holidays. They probably had a President's Day sale, something like that. Yep. Oh, we're gonna get to that for sure. Hey, Mr. Hubbard, what's going on, dog, over there in the East Coast? Everyone, smash that like button. Come on now, smash it. What do we got? You guys got to keep me real. Yeah. There's me. Yep. Good heavens. Hang on now. How do I look? How do I sound, y'all? You know the drill. I got to ask. Let me listen real quick. All right, sounds all right. Looks all right. Right now, I feel like I see 15 watching, but no likes, none, 0. Other when you walk in, should automatically slap. This should be like a big thumbs up. You just whack it when you come in. So maybe it's just not showing on mine, but I'm sure some of you have hit it. But it's how YouTube works live. It doesn't necessarily show me what you guys are seeing. So, but smash it, man. Tiger Blue. Row, row. I don't know. I felt like howling there, but there you go. Howl just for you. Tiger Blue. What up, dogs? Hey, Mr. Booty. What's going on? Hey, all you chatlins. I like chatlins. That's pretty funny. I've never heard that before. I'm gonna steal on that one. What's up, my little chatlins? Hey there, everybody saying, hey, look at that Coke Zero. Oh, you got your Coke Zeros are so good. Like Coke Zero, Pepsi Zero, all those zeros, man. Take that sugar out. They're good, man. Kelly S. Hill, what's up? Hello, good morning, Huck and friends. Ready for this morning's mug? Well, we're ready. We're ready to deliver a good mug this morning. Got my mug all filled up, ready to go. In fact, right at the last second, I realized when I'm sitting prepping for this in the morning, right after the girls leave for school, I drank over half of it. So I had to hurry up. I looked over, it's like, oh man, because I knew I was never going to make it the whole show without it. So I had to run, fill it up, So that's why I was about 30 seconds off this morning. Craig is here. Good eye to you. Good eye to you, Craig. Got a little Australian there. Let's see there, Mr. Moody. How goes the esophagus? Yeah. Oh, at Kelly. Yeah. How is the esophagus, Kelly? You doing good? Yeah, we remember you had the little tear there. Let's see. I'm doing pretty good so far. Oh, yes. Good. Nice. Hey there, Huck. How you doing? Adrian James is here. I am well. DVD Bonkers as well. What's going on? Hisham is in the house. Hello, Huck. How you doing today? And no, I can't do it. Well, don't do it. We'll do it live. Fried duck. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Fried duck? You doing fried duck? You're going to eat fried duck live? You can do it. You can do it. I sound perfect. Nice. I'm watching on my TV. Sweet. I'll take that. I'm a big screen personality. All right. Let's see. I smacked it first thing. Look, Mr. Moody just whacking that like button. For reals? Dude, I like you, Moxie, man. Keep it up. Everybody is whacking that like button. You guys are top drawer. Come on, everyone. Hit that like button. I've hit the. I mean, you can only hit it one time. Chubbs. What's going on, Chubbs? Good to see you back. What's going on, Chubbs? I have coffee right now. Good. Whatever gets you rocking and rolling. I hit like twice. Well, you better hit it a third time because when you hit it twice, it unlikes it. so hit it a third time. I wish you could hit it multiple times, but yeah, once you hit it once, it activates. If you hit it again, it takes the like away. So yeah, that's a good thing to point out. In case you don't know, in case you hit like a few times thinking it adds more likes, it does not. It'll remove it every other time. But y'all, all right, cool. Everybody's in the house. I'm digging the crowd here today. We got some fun stuff to go over. Oh my goodness. Where to start? I guess we can just. I think I'm just going to start with the big topic, man. The big gun, and we're just going to get into the SAG Awards, y'all, because hang on. Your boy's card carrying SAG. Remember, there it is right there. SAG right there, y'all. So I got to vote for my peers, which was lots of fun. Let's go ahead and pull up. I'll pull up Yeah, let's do this one. So we're going to go through and see how your boy did. How'd your boy do on guessing the SAG Awards? So I'm going to tell you, I got off to a rocky start. So here, let's go to the top. So, okay, right here. So the performance by cast, this is a drama and a motion picture, went to Conclave. And I will say, starting with this list anyway, I got that one wrong. I was pushing for Conclave, but I actually picked Wicked because I thought this was the chance, because I didn't think Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande were going to win the actress in supporting. So I put them there so that the world of Wicked could pick up those trophies. So I did miss that one. And then the next one I also missed because I think this surprised everybody. The lead role in a drama went to Timothée Chalamet for a complete unknown, y'all. And now I've seen them all. Like I've had the fortune. I watched everything, even the TV shows. I watched at least one episode of everything so I could judge fairly on what I was watching. You gotta be a good boy when you do this. Don't take your responsibilities lightly, y'all. I took it very seriously. What was that? Uh-oh. Just coming to some mojo taking over my pewter. Anyway, so for those just listening, all my images just went away. So, but if you're watching, hey. All right. So anyway, Timothy Chalamet, I think, is a surprise. I did enjoy the movie. I don't really care for Dylan's music. I know it well enough, and and he did a fantastic job. I'm just sort of over, and it's not to slight their performance or the dedication they put into it. If you watch the speech, he put 5.5 years into doing this role, and it showed. He was fantastic. But it's also people getting awards for impersonating people. I've voiced this before. I'm just kind of over it. I think the reason Timothy Chalamet wins is because people know Bob Dylan, and he did an amazing job. So people have something to compare it to, and thus his victory. So I went for Ray Fiennes. That was my Conclave victory. But Conclave won the ensemble, so that was great. I mean, there were a lot of great actors that picked up the trophy for having won that. So in a way, my Ray Fiennes, my boy, did get his trophy, but my Wicked girls and other friends did not. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. However, that does shake up the Oscars big time, because with Adrian Brody really still being like somewhat of a favorite, Ray Fiennes being the sentimental favorite, and now Timothy Chalamet, who hasn't won any of the other award shows, to my knowledge, wins this one. So that's shaking the old tree right there, y'all. What is going to happen on the Oscars? Now I get very, very good from here on. The lead actress went to Demi Moore. Pardon me, Demi. I want to get it right. I love her. I really do think it's a two-chick race between Demi and Mikey Madison. I love them both. I did vote for Demi, and she pulled it off. I think that's also, you get a little bit more pedigree with Demi. It's like it's a lifetime career. She's led up to this. Mikey is so good, and Honora, I have a feeling she's going to start getting some amazing projects offered to her. So I have a feeling we might see her back in this seat, if it does not go to her for the Oscars. But there you go. Male actor in supporting role. I love this movie. A Real Pain, y'all. If I didn't say this enough last time, A Real Pain by Jesse Eisenberg is it's my top 5 favorite films of the year. It's so good. Like, I loved it. I stood up and I saw a screening of it, and Eisenberg was there, and he came out and talked about how hiring Kieran Culkin was weird. They even said it on the show when he accepted the award, is he didn't audition Kieran. Jesse's sister said, you should hire Kieran for that part. So he goes, okay. I mean, like, that's how he got the part. He didn't have to audition for it or do anything. And he kills it, y'all. I mean, see A Real Pain and you will be thoroughly entertained. And Kieran's performance, it's funny, but it's sad. It's electrifying sometimes. It's just an incredible performance. And I hands down, this is going to be the Ki Kwan of this year. I think he's, or Ki Hui. I think it's Ki Hui Kwan. I think he's going to just take it all the way. Like all these other ones, again, I've seen them all, and nothing stands out like Kieran Culkin. So I got that one right. Actress in a supporting role. I think this was a given. I think at this time, Ariana just hasn't won anything, and Zoe has won everything. So that was an easy pick for me. And look, stunts, you can't go wrong. Like, yes, great stunts in Deadpool, Dune, Gladiator, and Wicked. But I went with my gut, my heart, because I love The Fall Guy. It is a movie about stunts. And there was even talk about, in the movie that they should make stunts an award at the Oscars, which they still aren't. And so I voted for Fall Guy, just hoping it would land with everyone else. And it did. So I killed that. So off we go to the TV land. Well, how did you do there, Huck? Well, hang on, y'all. I'm going to tell you. Performance by a male actor in a limited series. I mean, the competition. Javier Bardem, Richard Gadd, and Baby Reindeer, which is a great show. Kevin Kline, Andrew Scott, and of course, Colin Farrell playing the Penguin. I voted for that because I felt of those, it was, you don't see Colin Farrell. See, this is to me the difference between like Colin Farrell winning and then Timothy Chalamet. Colin, there's no preconceived anything. because it's just a comic book character. You can do whatever you want. And it's not like you're the one from the Batman 60s where it's like wah, 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 everyone does their own thing. So it's not, there's no interpretation or impression to make. It's, you make it your own. And it is a gangster show, y'all. If you have not seen The Penguin, it is a straight up gangster show. Pardon me. And Colin is stupendous in the role. And I mean, he disappears. You don't see or hear him when he picked up the award and he's all thin and good looking. I'm like, oh my God, where's that character? So he won, and I was excited about that. That was my pick. Outstanding performance by a female actress. Also, so look, Kathy Bates, Cate Blanchett, Jodie Foster, Lily Gladstone, and Kristen Milioti for The Penguin, who is also so good. All of those bangers, like all of them. I checked each one of them out, and they're so good. But there was something about Jessica Gunning and Baby Reindeer that was just like wicked. Like I've never seen her before. I'm going to be honest. I don't know her. She's definitely in the list of these women, the dark horse. She's the least known. I don't think I'm going out on a limb saying that. And she took the award, and that's who I also picked. While I love all my other ladies in that category, Jessica Gunning, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go with Baby Reindeer because she kind of blew me away. Like, I mean, she is unhinged, y'all. If you haven't seen Baby, I haven't seen the whole series. Again, this is all based on one episode each because there's just no way you can watch entire series in the little time they give you to vote and then, watch the show. So based on that, I can only go off, and now some I have seen full shows like The Penguin and Shogun and stuff like that. Now, speaking of, we got the ensemble for the drama series. And the winner was Shogun. That was no surprise. I think if you just see Shogun show up, just vote for Shogun. Like it's already steamrolled the Emmys. Now it's doing it here. As you can see, the performance by a male actor. You got all these other great actors, Jeff Bridges, Gary Oldman, Eddie Redmayne. But then you got two guys from Shogun. But I just knew Hideyoki Sanada was going to take it. He is kind of the lead, whereas the other one is sort of his sidekick. And I just feel like it's a no-brainer. You got to pick Hideyoki. So I picked him. He won. As you can see, I keep the landslide going. Here we go. Another one for outstanding female in a drama. It went to Anna Saiwa. Saiwa. Anna Saiwa. I'm going to go with Anna Saiwa for Shogun. She was stupendous. She had a very interesting speech. I don't know if you guys saw it, but she said something like, this might be the last time I get to do this with my friends and my fellow. Like, what is that all about? Is that, I'm hoping that doesn't mean this is something to do with our current president's deportation situations. Like, I don't know. That's what it felt like without her leaning onto that. Because, like, why would you say that? It was so odd. I haven't done research on that. If anybody has already done research and heard that, let me know. Now, my favorite wins of the night go to, finally, outstanding performance by a comedy ensemble goes to Only Murders in the Building. If you have not seen this show, do not sleep on Steve Martin, Martin Short, Selena Gomez, and cast and crew on this show. It's delightful. It's funny. Oh my God. It's just really, really good. So it's Abbott Elementary, The Bear, Hacks, and Shrinking. So look, I've seen them all, and I'm going to say it again. The Bear, I get it. It was good. And if you watch the SAG Awards, did y'all watch it? When they showed the clips of each of these, only the clips from Shrinking, actually the clips from everything except The Bear were funny. The clips they used from The Bear were dramatic. I'm like, okay, I didn't laugh at that at all. Same thing when it went to the actor and the actresses. They showed the clips. It was a dramatic clip. I'm like, snore. I was like, this is why I picked Only Murders. I'm going to be upset if it doesn't win. And then I think that, my SAG fellow members kind of are sick of it too. It's like, yes, you know what? Only Murders is a true comedy, and it rightfully won. Let's move on to the next happy-go-lucky moment I had is the actor went to, and look, to me, here's one where all the clips were dramatic. Well, okay, again, I'll say maybe three of them were funny. So Ted Danson, Harrison Ford, and Martin Short's clips were humorous, and Adam Brody and Jeremy Allen White's felt dramatic. I'm like, can we not find a funny clip for the people in the comedy category? But anyway, I was pulling for Martin Short, and oh my Lanta, I cannot believe he won. That was my pick because I went for the gut. I had a feeling I just rolled my eyes just at the Academy if they were going to, I keep saying the Academy. The SAG community went with Jeremy Allen White again. He's good in the role, but it's not funny. It's not a comedy. So we made the right pick, fellows. It was just sad that neither him or Steve Martin could be there because I know Martin Short got COVID from the SNL 50th anniversary the week before. That sucks. Being a part of that big event caused him to not pick up, finally, his award. Oh, that just crushes me. And then Steve wasn't there to get the ensemble. But Selena Gomez went in and picked it up for everybody, which was pretty funny. And she jokingly said, well, Steve and Martin couldn't be here because, well, they don't really care about these things, which was funny. But there it was. I was stoked about that. Now we got your female and a comedy. I had a feeling it might go down to Quinta Brunson and Jean Smart. And Jean Smart's been kind of taking this for quite a lot. Like I was kind of hoping maybe there'd be an upset with, or even Kristen Bell might upset. But I didn't pick either of the Bear women. Their clips were not funny because they just don't. It's not the kind of show. So I was stoked to see Jean Smart pick it up. I had a feeling she'd get that. So there it is. And then finally, the stunts. You can't not pick Shogun. So I only missed the first two, y'all. So 2 out of 14 is pretty good. So 12 out of 14 for the SAG Awards. I killed it, y'all. So, and these are all the ones I picked and nominated. Or I didn't get to nominate this year. I just got to vote. Every 8 years, you're allowed to also vote and nominate at the same, in the same year. So this year, but in between, you can only vote. So this year was just vote. I don't know where I am in the gonna nominate category. I forget where I'm at, but there you go. So that is the SAG Awards, y'all. I had a good time with them. I wanted to share this with you because I am a part of it. Card carrying member. Yes, sirree, right there. SAG card. But there you go. If anybody else watch these, there it is. So in case you want to see the card, there it is. There's the SAG card. Very proud of that card, y'all. Woo! All right. Now, does that shake things up? Oh, hold on now. I kept this nearby because my camera sometimes goes out of focus. Hard target. Focus on that. There we go. Once it focuses on the font, it'll eventually focus on me. See, it doesn't care about me. Hard target. I need something with big blocky letters, so I picked hard target. They don't care, Huck. Just keep going, man. Give them the goods. All right, y'all. Let's see. Let's get back to you before we head over to our next topic for the morning. Want to make your top 10 or 5 celebrity crush when you were young? Want to make your top 10 or 5 when you did I have one when I was young? Is that what you're asking? Did I make a top? Of course I did. I mean, when I was young, Farrah Fawcett was right on the test. She was number one. That classic poster with her in the red bathing suit, the big old toothy grin and the Fawcett hair. Yeah, man, she was there. Christy McNichol was another one. Yeah, I'm an old dude, y'all. So yeah. So if you think about when I was a kid, yeah. So I had some of those. I actually also liked Dinah Manoff, who was in Grease. She was one of the pink ladies. She was, maraschino, like the cherry. I liked her. So yeah, I had some celeb crushes when I was a wee huck. What about you, Hisham? Did you have some? You're on about 150-inch screen. Oh my gosh, man. That's a huge, big old noggin, man. That's a big old knucklehead there. Adrian James wants to know what's Sue going to get. Well, I don't know. You know me. I don't have her phone number, but if I did, I'd probably pick it up and go, hey, what's Sue gonna get? What's Sue gonna get? Hey, what's Sue gonna get? And these guys too. Now the Silver Crew. Tell them, Sue. What's Sue gonna get? What's Sue gonna get? I don't know, but hey, what's Sue gonna get? Well, we're gonna find out what Sue and the Steelbook crew are hot and heavy for today. because there are some good ones. There's a lot of releases today, so I'm not going to sit and read all these off because I don't know, some of them are just kind of snoozy. But let's see what we got. Look, yeah, they always put the top drawers, top shelf, right here. You got your Amadeus on 4K. Some of you said you've already got that coming. You got Virtuosity on 4K. Al Pacino's Cruising, Deranged on 4K. Joyride, it's coming out on Blu-ray. And then you got some Orson Welles here, The Third Man, 4K Steelbook. It's kind of cool. Kronos. Sorry, every time I hear Kronos, I just think of the Klingon moon, Praxis, and then Kronos, because there's another thing in Star Trek called Kronos. Get over it, Huck. Keep moving. All right, The Mask of Satan. Graveyard Shift, Stephen King movie on 4K, and My Girl. A lot of people like that movie. Let's keep looking on down here at the next one. You got your, let's see, I don't know, the Canyons, Body Parts, Performance. You got Thong Girls. Everybody wants to need a copy of Thong Girls on Blu-ray for some reason in a black case. All right, now we're just going to scan here. Let's see. La, 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 la. Any of these jumping out, y'all? You got some Doctor Who there. Dinosaur Valley Girls. All right, once in a while, you just got to see the cover of one of these. Let's take a look. Look at that cover, man. Look, the old days, if that was Little Huck walking through a Blockbuster and that was on the shelf, yoink. That's right. You got to see that. We got The Conqueror, Noble House of Pierce Brosnan. Once We're Warriors. There you go. Anything else jumping out at y'all? You can see there's just a ton of stuff. Man, so much stuff, a lot of stuff. A little triple pack here of the Vixens. What do you got? Vixens of Kung Fu, Sonny and Nightbird. Oh my God, look at all this stuff. This is why I'm not reading them all off, y'all. There's tons. I'm just going a little slow so you can read them. You got your Graveyard Shift down here. Anything at the bottom here that's worth looking at? I don't know. There you go. So that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a huge day, and I'm sure a lot of this is not a day one purchase for anyone, especially all these things. But I think the top couple of rows may have stuff for people. I know, Amadeus is the big ticket here. And I think My Girl's got a pretty big fan base. For those, Guillermo del Toro fans, you got your Kronos. Third Man, yeah, those are pretty big. So what y'all gonna get? That's what's there, y'all. That's it. So that's what's stewing out there from a Steelbook crew and Sue. So there you go. Dang, man, that's a lot. So for me, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything really. I'm being very selective lately. I'm not sugarcoating it with you. I'm trying not to buy everything anymore. My swap meet's gone, so I don't get to go get the super cheap blues anymore. So I'm not going to be. And the only reason I did that is because it was fun shopping for cheap movies. Otherwise, most of those I never probably would have thrown in a cart and purchased, right? But because they're super cheap and I remember liking them, or if it's a blind buy, I love $4, $3 blind buys, $1. Those are the best. That's the best way to get a movie you've never seen, because then if you don't like it, it's right back into the pile and you just bring it back to your local thrift store, swap them out. But Al Pacino's Cruising, I mean, it's a good movie. I've seen it. I've never had the desire to watch it again. And My Girl, honestly, I've never seen My Girl yet. So that would be one. That'd be a first time watch, so I'm not going to pay 25, 30, whatever that's going for a first time watch. That would be something I stream before I pluck down the ducats. The drachmas. The drachmas. Okay, so there you go. That's what's out there. Anything calling your name? Talking to you guys, not just Sue and the Steelbook crew. I'm talking to you, my friends. What, if anything, will you all speed out there to go get? Let me know. Huck, did you watch Conclave yet? And what'd you think? Oh, heck yeah, I watched Conclave. Didn't I make a review of Conclave? Did I forget? Because I didn't go out to the theater to see it. So no, I didn't make a review. I loved Conclave. Dave, I thought it was really good. Great cast, good story, solid. I did review it on Letterboxd, so I am keeping track of everything I watched. Put a little review in there. I think I gave it 4 stars. I don't know if it's a rewatch thing for me, certainly right away. But I mean, man, it is solid. It's a good movie, good story, great acting. So good stuff. If you haven't seen Conclave, the thing about Conclave hitting the Oscars, it's like, I feel like it's this really great film that really the industry just isn't talking about. Like people like us once in a while, because we've seen Conclave, we go, oh man, that was really good. But no one's really raving about Ray Fiennes getting the award. I think everyone wants Ray Fiennes to win the award. That's the difference. It's like he's really good, but now you've got, obviously Adrian Brody in The Brutalist. It's a very, I know some of you weren't fans of that, but it is, in my opinion, it was a great performance. I just thought for 3.5 hours, it wasn't worth 3.5 hours, and the ending certainly didn't pay off for me. I was like, really? That's our ending? No. I'd rather, A Real Pain was only an hour and a half. It was 2 hours shorter. It's an entire movie shorter than The Brutalist, and I loved it so much more. Like I literally stood up, like when we saw the screening, and we, like so many of us, just applauded. It's just something about the way that film made you feel at the end. You were like really happy. Like, thank you for giving us that kind of movie. So Conclave, I still think, has a hard battle ahead of it. Like I'm going to say I want Ray Fiennes to win. He's one of our greatest actors that is yet to have an Oscar right now. And I feel like this is his chance. This is if it's different than Demi being nominated, right? Because she, like kind of owns that movie. It's like it's a co-lead, with the younger version, Margaret. And so, but she stands out, and everyone's talking about her performance, and she's winning awards for her performance. But Ray Fiennes isn't. Y'all, I hate to say it, he's not. Does anybody know if Rafe has won any awards other than the ensemble for SAG? And remember, it's the ensemble. He did not win the lead actor. That went to Timothée Chalamet. So I think Ray Fiennes has a hard road ahead of himself for the Oscars. It's not a shoo-in, especially now that Timothée Chalamet's won. And I think it takes a little heat off of Adrian Brody. So does that mean now, here's what I like to think, especially if people are always say, like, if people nominate for the same movie, like Thelma and Louise, like both those so that I think that takes the shine off of both, and it goes to the next person. So because people are maybe splitting their votes between the two leads. So this, I think, is the same thing where you got Timothy, now you got Adrian, maybe people are splitting their votes, and then everybody else that wants Ray Fiennes to win is going to vote for him, and he ends up winning. Does that make sense? So if the two favorites really are, and I do think they are, Adrian and Timothy, I think Rafe could win because people are splitting their votes, and all the Rafe fans make it happen. We shall see. We shall see. Have you seen the new Andor? I have not watched it yet. I saw that it dropped the other day, and I did not click it yet. I froze up like a 70s movie death. Then I just... Yeah, I saw the thing spinning, man. I was like, am I about to lose my audience? No. But thankfully, the 70s horror gods missed me, and I ducked out the back door. I got Graveyard Shift. Oh, yeah? Earlier, Gladiator 2, Nosferatu Day. Oh, I want that daylight, man. That's one of my fave Stallone movies, man. Like a lot of people talk about, when you're not talking about big things like Rambo and Rocky, they always kind of go to Cliffhanger and Demolition Man. But man, Daylight, I actually put Daylight over both of those because it's just so good. I just love Daylight. Sliver, look at that. House and Dragons too. Well, Zaz. Oh yeah, you got the Zaz collection. Nice. Kyle, well done. That's a heck of a thing there. What did I think of Shogun? I think I've said before, I love Shogun. It was an absolutely stupendous show that is worthy of all the praise, worthy of all the awards. It's a rare time when a show just comes along and you just feel it's going to take everything. And it took it at the Emmys. It took it here. Yeah, because remember, we talked about the Emmys here when it won. And it won so much. Kyle, you got Godzilla Minus One. I still need that one too. Terminator, got that. Amadeus, Kronos va. See, now I know what it's from. So There's the Klingon thing, Kronos, right? Kronos is the planet, and they got the Praxis is the moon, and Uhura's talking to it. She's like, Kronos va. Yeah, just go watch Star Trek 6. You know what I'm talking about. They won't do it, Huck. Just they have to take your word for it. Okay, there you go. So Conclave, We Were Soldiers. Nice. Look at all that stuff. Hush, man. Your collection must be fantastic, Kyle. I want your honesty. Is Emilia Perez deserve to get the Oscars? Does it deserve? The only one I think it deserves is Zoe Saldana. I mean, Zoe is great in the movie. I'm not going to lie. The movie was an uneven bag for me. I thought the whole musical part, and this is where it's different. I thought it was ridiculous. And then so I showed my wife and daughter the scene where they're going into the surgery place and singing about PPs and VVs, right? Which was funny. I'm like, what is this song? So I showed it to them because it was absurd. They were laughing up a storm because they hadn't sat through the movie. So they just watched this one thing and thought it was hilarious. So they backed up the movie. They watched the whole movie. So in the same day, that movie got watched twice in my house. I didn't watch it again because I'd already seen it. But when they got to certain scenes that I thought were compelling, I did go back out there and watch some of the other scenes. So I found the story, if you took away the musical part, kind of compelling. But then the musical kicks in, kind of like some musicals that they ease into it, like Wicked. They just start singing and you're expecting. But like Emilia Perez, whenever the musical moments, they kind of hit you over the face a little bit, and I'm like, I mean, they just come out of nowhere. It feels like. So, no, I don't think it absolutely doesn't deserve Best Picture. Anora, Conclave, The Substance, A Real Pain, like everything. Top 5 are all different movies. That one to me is in the bottom 5. I'd put, and sorry for the Brutalist fans, The Brutalist is down there. Emilia Perez is down there. I saw and again, I got to see them all. I got to go to screenings and everything. So I watched all 10 movies. Sing Sing is very good too. I like that. But yeah, I do think Zoe is deserving if she gets the Oscar, which I 100% think she will. So that one is deserved because her performance is great. But aside from that, screenplay, directing, no. And the actress Carla, since she's opened her mouth, she's not even in the contention anymore. If you noticed, she wasn't at the SAG Awards, and when they rolled the clip package for the movie, when they were, because only Selena Gomez and Zoe came up to introduce the movie. In the clips, there wasn't even a shot of Emilia Perez in the thing. I'm like, guys, that's bad. I mean, that's bad. When you're not even showing the lead character in your clip package, it's over. It's over. Whatever chance they had, my friend Hisham, it's over. Zoe's the only one that's going to walk away with the trophy from that film. Mark my words, the huckster hath spoken. Huck, awesome news. Kathleen Kennedy is stepping down from Lucas at the end of 2025. Oh, that's what I heard. I saw that pop up just before I came on. I didn't get to read it, so I'm like, well, we'll see. I've heard many times she's stepping down, but maybe it's time. Oh, hold on. Getting a little blurry there. Come on. Good old hard target. Never fails. Let's see. Let's see what else we got. So, Huck, are you going to talk about the DC announcements by James Gunn? That is not on the table today. I got a few other things. We're going to be talking a little bit more about James Bond in just a few minutes. Because I don't think that I haven't chatted enough about Bond, and I'm ready to dig deep on that one. My top 6 celebrity crushes: Rosamund Kwan, Halle Berry, Jessica Alba. There you go. Melissa Benoist, Juhi Chawla, and Amanda Rigby. Nice list, man. I don't know Juhi Chawla, but yeah, look at Melissa. Look, dude, if I was in your age bracket, heck yeah, look at that, man. I still want to get Nosferatu. I'm disappointed my Walmart sold out last week. Oh, boo, man. I didn't even see it at my Walmart, dude. I went out on Wednesday. Nah. I didn't, nothing. Walmarts are not delivering, man. Is it Rafe Finds or Ralph? It's Rafe. It looks like Ralph, but pronounced Rafe. Rafe Finds. It's like R-A-F-E almost, like Rafe. Or like how you have it, Rafe. So it's Rafe Finds on IMDb. It's Ralph. I mean, it is spelled like Ralph. My favorite movie performance is In Bruges. Love that movie. I got to see that. I'll be honest, I haven't seen In Bruges yet. There, it's good. That's the one with Colin Farrell, right? Oh, yeah. Nope. Nope. Look at that. Yeah. Well, I mean, he went up against, Adrian Brody and for that Golden Globe. Hello, Maria. How are you, my dear? Welcome. Good morning. And Shogun is worthy of a 4K. Let's. I mean, it is. I ain't lying. It's a Hulu show, and I know how hard it was for us to get Prey on 4K finally. You guys know how I feel about Prey's okay. People love that Prey movie, man. I just thought it was all right. It was all right, It's good. It's good. It had some fun stuff to it, but when people say, "Oh, it's the best since the original," I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't feeling that. I don't. You guys must have seen a different Prey. Maybe I just need to watch it again now that I know what to expect. Maybe it's one of those that it plays better the second time when you're like on board with the shenanigans. But there you go, Shogun. Yeah, Maria. Hi, I'm on Letterboxd now. If you're interested, that's Tiger Blue. Yeah, y'all, I'm keeping track of my 52-week challenge. We're just coming to that in just a second. Speaking of, my friend KB is here. Good morning, fellow morning heads. Hey, Huckster. Hello, KB. My good friend. Love this guy. I want to hook up with KB, man. It'd be like Danny DeVito and Schwarzenegger, like twins. Aren't you like 6'2" and I'm like 5'5"? Be pretty hilarious. I think DeVito's shorter than that though, but still, it'd be fun. But yeah, I just love me some KB, man. Good morning, bud. Hey, man. Hey. Look at that. KB comes in. People excited. It's like the Grand Poobah just came in. It's like, oh, let's go. Tiger Blue, you're being followed. Ooh, better watch out, Tiger. Say, hey, Huck, I want to do a live stream on Friday night where you share your above the line Oscar picks. Oh, let me check my Friday. Friday's like a pitch day at work, but usually we get our pitches out early. But that does sound fun. Yeah, I'll chat with you on IG. Yeah, y'all check it out. Like, I might go over there to KB's channel. Chewy Chowla is gorgeous. Dang it! All right, hold on now. Hold on. Everybody's like up in arms with this hottie here. Chewy Chowla. All right, let's. Oh my goodness, she is pretty. She's an Indian actress. What was she in, y'all? What was she in? She of Bollywood. All right. Well, I will have to look into some filmography of this person. KB knows who it is. You're in Bruges is Colin Farrell, Brendan Gleeson. Oh, the Banshees of Inisherin couple. Excellent movie. I have seen it several times. I hope it's better than Banshees of Inisherin. Oh. In Bruges is great. Sorry, I just crapped on that for you, Maria. Banshees was not great, but I appreciate everyone's love for it. Black comedy. Let's see. Hey, Sarah's here. What's up? 6'5", baby. Look at that. A whole foot taller. Let's go. You just rest your elbow on my head and we'll just take a walk. Let's go. Hi, Sarah. And I'm not going to even bring up the fact that doctors said it might be shrinking. I'm not doing it. I'm staying, stand fast. I used to put 5'6" on my, driver's license. I used to. I can't no more. Let's see. Oh, I have Banshees too. A little darker than In Bruges, but a very good movie. I will agree to disagree. Look, I love. This is what I love about movies. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't want to get off on a Banshees tear, but I was led to believe it was something different because everyone was saying it's funny, and don't get on me about the black comedy, dark comedy, all that stuff. It wasn't. It was sad. The movie was just depressing. Their relationship was, you know what it was. You guys saw the movie. Anyway, I don't want to go down that path because I keep things positive. I will say this. Their performances were great. The funniest part of the movie was the dog taking the shears backwards out of the door. That was the only part I laughed at. So therein lies the comedy. All right, let's move off of that. I know you guys love it, so I'm a black sheep on that one. Huck, are you doing any more trivia nights? At some point, my wife was asking me the same thing. Yeah, I don't know. I'll get back to one. Oscars for KB. Sarah, Maria, Tiger, Adrian. Let's see. Oh yeah, she's an actress from India, and I really love with she has a pretty smile, long hair. She's almost 60. Oh my god. Okay, so she's been in the business for a long time. Hello and thanks. Stacy, what's up? Would you rather live in the entrapment castle or the Edge Lodge once it is renovated as LQ Jones had wanted? Or the I don't know what the Edge Lodge is. What is that? Edge Lodge is renovated. I guess I'll take the entrapment castle. As long as Catherine Zeta Jones can come along once in a while to duck under some laser beams. Yeah. I assume that's the entrapment castle. I don't, I'm like, was there a castle in entrapment? Let's see. Hey, there's Sarah Adrian. Some laughs and smiles. Okay. My top 5 celebrity card says, there we go. Emily Vanderkamp, Emma Watson, Sydney Sweeney, Anna Say. Oh, nice. And Taylor Swift. Let's go, man. It's a good list. KB says, In Bruges has a nice Kino 4K. All right. That, look, I'm just going to say, is it by the same filmmakers? Because I'm going to have to watch that first. Because thankfully, I as a SAG guy, I got screener copies of Banshees of Inisherin, which I didn't have to pay for it. But In Bruges, I'm gonna test the waters on that. That's definitely not gonna be a blind buy because I was so disappointed in the other one. Hey there, Betty Davis comes back to life and is fit and 30. Who do you pair her with for a Denis Villeneuve action thriller? Well, if you're gonna resurrect an old Betty Davis but make her 30 and fit, let's pull up Cary Grant at the same age, maybe 5 years older, fit, tan, looking chiseled, maybe throwing a second buddy in there like James Stewart, be like a triple pack, right? And then there's some jet setting adventure. Yeah, let's do it. Like where your head's at, Stacy. Don't let Banshees put you off of In Bruges, Huck. They're great movies, but I can understand Banshees not being fair one. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Cool. I have my celebrity crushes. I mean, you can't just say it. I gotta see them. Damn you, Huck. Banshees is great, and it was robbed by everything. It was not robbed, lady. No, the rightful movie won. So saith the huckster. Yeah, come on. Everyone took way more chances. Our beloved Michelle Yeoh finally got her Oscar. Very deserving. That movie was chef's kiss. I get it though. I get it. Look, I'm the only one in the room. Like I'm behind the counter while everybody's at the table talking about Banshees of Inisherin, and I'm just making some lattes, just shaking my head. It's all good. Huckster's okay with that. In Bruges is more accessible. Oh, is it? And lighthearted? Oh, I'm sorry, I read that backwards. In Bruges. Okay. See, now my head is still in the Banshees. I read that as Banshees is more accessible. Okay, that is good. That is good. Sorry, so like PTSD. I was snapping there. Stacey says, would Steve Martin be good Brainiac now or at one time? Steve Martin? Not really. No, I mean, I love Steve. Given what his persona has been throughout his career, it's not that I don't think he could have taken on something like that. He's done some good dramatic turns, but something like Brainiac, I think you would always probably want to start laughing. So yeah, I don't think so. I think he might be miscast as Brainiac, but something maybe. I wonder what he'd be good as. Maybe if it was like a different Superman villain, maybe like Toy Man, like if he's younger, like Toy Man, something like that. He'd be pretty funny for it because Toy Man, he's kind of playful, and Steve's got that whimsical character to him. Whereas worst nominated film ever, worst ever, The Edge movie, The Lodge. Gotcha. The Lodge in The Edge movie was Hopkins' billionaire characters. Oh, okay. Stays at where they want him to invest there, and he is disappointed that the LQ Jones has. Okay. I have to look into this. Maria, if you like Brendan Gleeson, which I do, then I recommend Mr. Mercedes. The first 2 seasons anyway, didn't like the third. Okay. Oh, a little TV wreck there. Here's what I'm getting in March. Well, my goodness, look at all this. Penguin. Oh, Penguin's going to be on 4K. Well, that's pretty cool. Deep Blue Sea's coming out. Tiger Blue laughing. There we go. My birthday was last Sunday. That's right. Oh, happy birthday, Kyle. Just passed my birthday haul present to myself. Nice. Well, happy belated birthday, mon frere. Hope you had a good one. What is your Mount Rushmore of Toms? All right, so Tom Cruise and Tom Hanks. Tom Wilkinson. I mean, he could be. See, now I'm hard pressed to think of some other Toms. Tom. See, I'm just going to have to put him on there because I'm blanking. Tom and then Tom Jones. There you go, Tom Jones. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. Everybody. Nope, just me. Okay. Let's see. Tiger, it's on my list, but I want to read the books first. I like them, but Colin Farrell was hilarious. Okay. I couldn't get past 30 minutes of everywhere. However, I heard it gets better. But see, that's what I love. You know, it's the same thing. I loved everything because I like the bizarre kind of stuff. And you guys like Banshees. It's like that's why movies are great. Everything hit me a certain way, not you, vice versa with Banshees. So yeah, that's just what movie. And I know my buddy Tony is not a fan of Everything Everywhere All at Once either. So you know, movies, man, that's why we love them. Let's see. I do not like everything. See, there you go. There's another one. See, again, now the huckster's up here. Who would you cast as Scorsese? Well, if they made a Scorsese biopic, or yeah, might as well make it Timothy Chalamet, for God's sake. That guy's doing everything. He's a little young, though. I don't know. That's a good question because you need somebody who's kind of like in their 50s so that you can look younger, but then also play a little older. It depends on like maybe what your movie about Scorsese is, what that time frame is. Is it young Scorsese coming in, or is it just sort of an entire biopic where you can age him with makeup? I think you need somebody a little charactery. Not like Brody, though. I think people like Brody and Chalamet, they're kind of like too thin. You need like sort of I don't know. And I also think that Ben Affleck's too big. Maybe his buddy, like Matt Damon. Maybe like Matt, or how about, well, let's see. Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. Because I don't know enough of Scorsese's personality to be able to cast that in my head. Right? That's funny because I don't know. That's somebody I feel like you need to know Scorsese's personality a little bit more to find the right person. Because visually now I'm just thinking like, oh, Edward Norton or something like that. Like just off the cuff, like Edward Norton would be good. Like he looks good. I don't know. And he's got good range. So maybe Edward Norton without really being able to give you an answer without knowing personality. Seven Samurai, is Seven Samurai the first crossover movie? Is it the first? I don't know. Well, crossover? No, not at all. Because 1954 isn't early enough. You have to go back to the early days of Universal where they were crossing over their monsters. They had Wolfman, Dracula, and all them crossing over in the 30s and 40s. So, in my opinion, those would have been the first crossovers. And the first cinematic universe. Yes, sirree. I'm a little worried about the James Bond franchise. A few months ago, there's an article that came out. Amazon did not want to put James Bond in theaters. All right, so now that you've gone there, let's go ahead and do it. So I got me a little James Bond tab up. Let's see. All right, here we go. Sorry, here we go. Let's go ahead and pull up a little James Bond screen just so we can chat about it a little bit. James Bond. Da, 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 da. There it is. Bam. Okay, so Bond, y'all, as you may or may not know, has been acquired by Amazon. And there's a lot of people up in arms. They're losing their minds and what's going to happen because the Broccolis, so Albert Cubby Broccoli originally owned the character, passed it on to his daughter, Barbara Broccoli, and they have retained control and to keep that sort of excellence going and certain staples going and things like that. And they're the ones that knew that Daniel Craig was going to be the right choice. People lost their mind. Oh, blonde Bond, I'm losing my mind. It's like you gotta relax. Everybody's got to relax. Like I said before, never crap on anything till it comes out. All you people, oh my God, the Superman shot of his face is going to suck. Get over it. Just wait. That first trailer, people were loving it. And then just instantly one bad shot, people are like, boo, which I didn't even think the shot was that bad. So same thing here. So here's the deal. So they are saying there's still some hope that the James Bond the shared James Bond universe could be good. Amazon has experimented with James Bond for television with a game show, blah, blah, blah. We'll skip past that. But then they also have a considerable success. I'll do this here. Ready? All right. Success with the spy genre, like Mr. and Mrs. Smith and Alex Rider. But then there's also, well, not quite a spy show. Reacher has been a huge. I love Reacher. It's like my favorite show on TV right now, which is similar to Daniel Craig's Bond movies, and has it's like 96% Rotten Tomatoes. So if James Bond was to be adapted into spinoffs, Amazon would probably be the best studio for it. Now, let's talk about that. So spinoffs is a whole different thing. So that means you want to try to spin off what? Moneypenny. I mean, Moneypenny is not, I don't know, unless you really have an idea why Moneypenny would be a great spinoff. You'd have to get somebody like Scarlett Johansson to play Moneypenny, though, for people to be interested. Let her put on a British accent. Come on, a lot of Brits come over here and play a lot of roles apparently we aren't good at, so but or screw that, just give us Emma Watson or who else? Emily Blunt, she'd be great too. So if you're going to go Emily Moneypenny, pick a really good younger actress that people can get behind. But so here's my take. I realized that the Broccoli's aren't real happy because Amazon called it content. We're going to have James Bond content. And their hearts just went, they're in the barrel, It's like, no, Bond isn't content. It's supposed to be like a premiere movie event. We want it to be in the theaters. And look, so for 60 some odd years, 25 movies, I think, we have had Bond as a staple in the theaters. Growing up, I watched a lot of Mike Connery stuff, was all on TV. The ABC Monday Night Movie would come on and I'd watch them. And eventually when TBS would get a hold of Bond, they would have a whole Bond week, this week on TBS. And then when there was enough Bond movies, they did it for 2 weeks, And so that's when I got to see. So to me, Connery was my TV Bond. Roger Moore was my movie Bond. And then we got finally Pierce Brosnan, who I really loved. I like Timothy Dalton as well, but he didn't get great movies. Although I did like Living Daylights a lot. Not so much for License to Kill, even though it had a killer cast. But then you get into, Pierce Brosnan, which everyone kind of wanted anyway. And we got some good movies. Like every actor delivers us half. Even Timothy, who gave us 2 movies, 1 is good. And then Pierce gives us 4, 2 are good. And in my opinion, Daniel Craig did 5, and I think 2 are exceptional. The last one's good, but the ending, yeah. And then I think Spectre and Quantum of Solace are a mixed bag. So why not take the Reacher approach? Why not take the Jack Ryan approach and, really give us like a real, because it's years before we get James Bond movies anyway. So even the Daniel Craig, it was years between certain movies, like 5 years between like Skyfall and Spectre or something like that. I don't know, like long time. They're supposed to be 2 years apart, the most 3. That's just been the staple. But lately they've just been taking too long. Then your actor gets old and, starts to show his age. And then before you know it, 5 movies is it for Craig. So I kind of feel good about thinking, let's try a TV show. Like, let's reinvent it. Look, here's the thing. We've done it this way in the theater forever. And maybe this character is starting to, like, young kids don't care. Like, we grew up with Bond. We love Bond. And it's always going to be that way. But with a new audience and a new, cinema goers, maybe Bond isn't their cup of tea, right? So I'm okay. I'm okay exploring something new with Bond, but not to the point where you're going to dilute it and start doing spinoffs. Here's a Blofeld. Here's a bad guy spinoff. Here's Moneypenny. Here's M. Here's Q. Whereas if you did like a limited, or just like do a series and do just like 6 to 8 episodes, not a lot. Don't go to 10 or 12, like 6 to 8. Write a really great story like Reacher. Again, like Reacher just keeps me captivated every time. The character kicks ass. Like Reacher's doing exactly what we want our Bond to do, is to be tough and to be competent at what he does. Like that, I want to see Bond get back to that, but I also want to see all the great things that we love about Bond. Awesome cars, great gadgets, all the girls, all the bad guys, all that stuff. And you can have more of them. If you have a 6 to 8 thing, don't just have 1 car. Maybe he's got 2 or 3 or 4 cars, right? And gadgets, give him like a different gadget every episode, right? Because those are what make Bond fun and sort of like otherworldly. Bond has always been a character that we always want to be, but could never be, right? So if he's too average, it's not going to be cool. Like Reacher's beyond that dude's jacked. That dude gets stuff done. Like he's smarter than he looks. He's tougher than he. I mean, look, let's go. Let's kick Bond up a notch. If you make a TV show, let's make it like that. I feel like you could have 6 to 8 episodes to explore the other characters, put those other characters in those storylines. Like if you want to give us more Moneypenny, Q, M, all that stuff, do it within the 6 to 8 episodes. So we get all the extra stuff that you're shooting for, wanting spinoffs, which I don't know. Who are you going to spin off? Felix Leiter? Felix Leiter is about the only one I think could possibly have a spinoff. But again, weave all this stuff into a James Bond show. Like, people love Game of Thrones. They're loving Reacher. Shogun was fantastic. There are shows out there that show us excellence can be done in the form of television. And as long as we get people like that making a Bond show, I mean, let's give it a go. We can't backpedal. Amazon owns it. And if they don't want to put it out in cinemas, we got to roll with it. So if we're going to roll with it, let's do the best. Let's make it the best. So I'm okay. Like I said, there's people are just in an uproar. It is alarming to hear that they're just calling it content, but there you go. So that's my take on Bond. What y'all's take? Again, I like to think positive. I don't like to think that, Amazon just paid all this money to give us crap. Say what you will about the Lord of the Rings thing. Look at them. They sunk some money into it and definitely tried to make something great. I watched both seasons and they were good. They were good. To me, they're not as good as the movies at all. There's something extra good about the movies. But what happens is when you start the reason the movies play so well is you had, again, balance of drama and comedy and adventure. You've got to be able to do that. And I feel like the Lord of the Rings TV show was just devoid of comedy, unless the Hobbit showed up. And then the second season, they spent very little time with the Hobbits. I felt like they were the third story. You got your elves and you got your dwarves and then the hobbits. We'll get to them eventually with the guy that looks like Gandalf, who it probably is. You know what I mean? So I feel like they were the third story. And when they got to them, I love them. I thought that when the hobbits came on, they brought levity to the show that it sorely needed. So as long as you can balance Bond with all that stuff, I think you could potentially have a hit. I'm not going to lie. But people have to go into it like hoping it's a hit. You know what I mean? Like instantly. Because Peter Jackson wasn't part of the Lord of the Rings, instantly people were like, it sucks, it's gonna be awful. It's like, did you wait? Did you even see the trailer? So there you go. That's my rant there, y'all, on that. Mary, you're all for sure. Colin's very funny. Every time I've seen him interviewed, I've liked him more and more. He doesn't take himself too seriously. Happy to be self-deprecating. Yes, I do love me some Colin Farrell. Well, Michelle didn't steal Banshee's Oscar. True. But it should have gotten best pick. End of. Atta girl. Stick to it. Is With Honors good? I have not seen With Honors. I couldn't tell you. Sometimes your cuts are so deep, Stacy. But if I have seen it, I'd let you know. Mary, he has been in some dire movies, though, in my opinion. Something called The Lobster, which couldn't make it through at all. If I remember rightly, I don't think you like that one either. The Lobster. Pesci Calls You. It's 1998. He is offered a Mission Impossible 2 role or the Pantoliano role for The Matrix. What do you advise Pesci to take? Well, I think Pesci wouldn't be really caught dead in a sci-fi thing. I don't think he's, where's all this stuff with the cables and the thing and the pills and what is this crap? What is this thing? Get out of here with that. Come on. Mission Impossible, I think Pesci can get his head around. Hey, you're going to go save somebody? What? Get out of here. Go do your thing. Get your lackeys and go, right? There's your Pesci mode. I think Pesci would be more fit for a Mission Impossible movie. Am I right? Come on, who's with me? Pesci, Mission Impossible all the way, hands down. Tom Jones was awesome in Mars. I know, right? Come on. He was. Tiger, yeah. I love humor. This is based on eccentric characters. So Colin Banshees was right up my alley. Look at you guys. Is it okay that I think Michelle Yeoh is overrated? It's always opinions. Yeah. And I don't know why you'd think I don't think she is overrated. I think she's very underrated in my opinion, which is why it was a miracle that she got into the Oscar race and won. Because people only think she's like this martial artist actress. So to do anything better than that, and to go beyond what people pigeonhole her in, I think makes her very underrated. So, I mean, if you think she's overrated, it's okay. But I personally think she's very underrated, which is why it was nice to see her win. Tiger, I like Lobster, although Yorgos Lathimos is very hit or miss. All right, that's the filmmaker. If they weren't called lightsabers, what would you name them? Um, Dangerous broomsticks. How's that? Did you hear the next Martin Scorsese movie? He has cast Dwayne The Rock Johnson. What in it? And Leonardo DiCaprio is supposed to be in it. It's supposed to be a crime thriller taking place in. Is that true? Is that true? You yanking my chain, Dave? That sounds insane for Scorsese to put Dwayne Johnson in one of his movies. I mean, I'd love to see that. See what he could do with that. Here we go. Acres. Oh, Crouching Tiger. She's fantastic in that. See, again, she was so good in that and didn't really get acknowledged for how great she was in that. She was just amazing. Sydney Sweeney as Kirstie Alley role, and look who's talking reboot. Who'd you cast as the voice of Mikey? Alan Tudyk. I just love any voiceover that Alan Tudyk does. So I'd go Alan Tudyk. Laser Swords. Scorsese, manic, culturally informed, low-key, edgy. So that sounds more like a Timothée Chalamet. Right? I don't know. KB, who would you pick? Who would you put in that? The only good thing come out of Amazon taking over would be Cavill as Bond. Again, it'd be great. I wouldn't mind. I don't know who they're going to cast. Cavill is certainly a good pick. I think that's the thing. If they come out of the gate picking an actor people already love, like Henry Cavill, I just hope, let's see. Hang on. Let's see. Henry Cavill. Okay, he's born in 1983. 93, 03, 13. So he's 42. So Cavill's already 42. I don't know. I feel that's a little too old to start a 10-year run. Because, a lot of times when a person gets a Bond role, although if you're going to put him in TV and you only go for 4 seasons and that's 4 years, then maybe that's okay. If you're just going to take Cavill up to the age 50 because he looks in great shape, I think that's good. I mean, like the other two guys were playing him into their 50s, I think. Roger Moore was 50-something, 7 maybe when he was done with Bond. I forget. But he was in his 50s. So that could still be a good choice. But I think if you pick somebody people love out of the gate, people will go into whatever Amazon is going to throw at us with a little bit more acceptance. So I think that's a good idea, Jason. I think that's really good to bring Cavill in, or somebody like Cavill. Like I said, if you pick somebody people like, then people will get behind you a little bit more with what you do, especially if you turn out a kick-ass trailer that's very Reacher-like. It gets people excited, like, oh, man, this looks like it's going to be an excellent show. People tune in. Let's go. Got The Crow, Evil Dead, Nosferatu, Kill Bill, Volume 2, Conclave, Strange Darling, Venom, Cuckoo. Look at, oh my gosh, Trap, Alien, Romance. Way to go, Sarah. That is a stacked pile of movies. Speaking about crossover, what crossover movie would you really want to see on the big screen and never seen before? 909. I got to wrap this up. Crossover. Let's see some, I don't know, some comedy crossover, like, I don't know, Austin Powers with Ace Ventura. How about that? Yeah, it's funny. What about the new Superman movie? What of the new Superman movie sucks? Are these people right that are disappointed in how it looks? Correct? Yeah, I mean, now here's the thing. When the first trailer came out, everyone was loving it. It was one of the most watched trailers of all time, top 5, like just insane views. And it was like, it was having like, when they were taking polls about most anticipated movie of this year, it came in at number 1. And then there was one little 30-second shot or trailer that had 2 seconds of Superman flying through a ice thing and spun around, and his face just looked, people thought it looked, CGI, looked weird, and they were just poo-pooing on that one shot. So if you take that away, everyone was absolutely thrilled about Superman. So again, I don't know what anybody's problem is. You can't write it off yet. There's nothing to be upset about. Valentine's Day slips. It follows Decent Terrifier 3, the Monsters Complete Series. Nice. Alf, you got some birthday gift cards. Nice. 42. I know you had your birthday. Hope you had a happy birthday. Make FX3. 3 with deep fakes. FX3. That's a deep cut. Yeah, I loved FX1 and 2. Thoughts on Dunstan checks in? Underrated? I don't know. I think it probably gets the exact attention it deserves. Dunstan checks in. Stacy, it's so funny. I got first place in volleyball. Nice. Way to go, girl. My dad got second place. Excellent. That's one sport done for the season now. Just did basketball. Nice. Well, good luck on that. First place. Bravo. Let's see. Star Wars versus Star Trek. John Wick versus... okay, here we go. All right, we're going to do this quick. I got to run. Star Trek. John Wick. Transformers, because Transformers 1 really stepped it up for me. Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman. Dracula. Or Invisible Man. I think those are pretty good. And then they fight Van Helsing. And that's what I want to see. Oh, these are your crossovers. I got you. Oh, yeah. Good luck with those. Hey, Pesci, right? I mean, come on. Don't be so stupid out there. Come on. Joe Pesci already. All right. When I get to Walmart Thursday, all right, I do have to hang on. I'm just going to do this real quick. Sorry, guys. Shaking hands. Feels shaking good. Drop peanut butter cups. All right. So I'm just going to do this real quick. Dangerous broomsticks. You like that? I mean, they are really. You whack your hand. All right. Sorry. I gotta wrap it up, y'all. The work is buzzing me. What's up, Jim Powers? What? Oh, hang on. My stuff is moving as people are coming in. Hang on. Oh my God, there it is. What's up, Jim? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Welcome. We're wrapping this up here. Cavill's a class act. Yep. Okay. What is the best picture Oscar winner of this century? Oh, good heavens. I don't know. I'll just throw out Argo because I love that movie. Sarah, congratulations. Moody, have a beautiful day. Oh, Mr. Moody, have a beautiful day too. Have a great day at Huck. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, I got to bail out here. Anthony Michael Oliver Brainiac. Oh, that's crazy enough to work. Cheers, Huck. All right. I'll give you my Pesci sign off. All right. Have a good day. Parasite prediction. Oh, easily. There you go. Parasite. Nice. Yeah. Oh, man. I'd love to do it. Box office. We never got to it because just ran out of time. There's so much to talk about with SAG and Bond and all this good stuff. And you guys chiming in. So we are going to have to hold it, but I don't know. Real quick, could I even remotely do this? Let's just see. Super fast for all you fans out there. Let's do it. This will be my fast sign off. You ready? All right. Here you go. The box office for the weekend. And we're not even going to talk much. We got Brave New World dropped 68%. That's huge. So it'll be on its way out, but still held number one, 28.1. The Monkey, which I want to go see this weekend, got 14. Paddington and Peru, 6.5. Dogman, 5.8. And Heart Eyes, which I got to go see this weekend and enjoyed very much. It's a good little horror comedy, which I like my horror blended with comedy, and it dished it out delightfully. Coming out this Friday, we got movies like, if you even see these at your theater. I mean, I put half of these up, and I'm lucky to see one of these. Last Breath, Woody Harrelson. You got My Dead Friend Zoe. Got some banger people. You got Morgan Freeman there, Sunika Martin Green from Star Trek, Ed Harris, Unholy Song, A Sloth Story, and The Golden Voice, Nick Nolte, and Daharon Jones. So there you go. So that is it. I just wanted to give you a quick, might as well, end it quick with the box office. Take tick away. And thank you guys so much for coming out to the Pop Culture Cafe Morning Mug. You guys are fantastic as always. Thank you for coming every single week. Come on back next week. We'll do it again. Get out there. Be kind to people, everybody. Be the person you want people to be to you. How's that? Have a good one, and we'll talk to you next week. Thank you to all my Cafe members for their support. And if you'd like to be a Cafe member to help support the channel, please consider hitting that join button now. watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming by and sharing your time with me. So until next time, be safe, be kind. We'll see you on the next one.